All right. So let's go home. Nice little lot sesh. Solo dolo. I've never really made content like this, so we're gonna try it out. I'm just gonna fucking yap. What was I thinking about before I fucking turned the mic on? Man, I'm just tired, bro. I don't know if I want to keep doing this shit, bro. I don't know if I want to keep living like this. I don't fit in this fucking world, bro. I am just not cut out for this. All good, bro. Yeah, come on in. Bro. Am I going left up here? Yep. Alright. Man, I can't fucking hit balance point yet, still. Every time I like get to a point where I'm getting good at practicing or getting close with the bike, something happens. Like right now, I have no second gear, so like all the practice I've been doing is in like first gear. And it's not that bad for me just because I used to be, I'm on stock gearing now, but I used to be on like I think it was like a 52 tooth. So I can't hit balance point yet. I can just do little chasers, and honestly, I just want to stay out of high RPMs. Once it starts revving too high, I just cut it. I'm getting really good at hitting foot brake though, to bring it down instead of blipping throttle. Cause this bitch is jumpy as hell now. Not like it used to be. It used to be way jumpier, dude. Honestly, second gear felt like first on my old setup, so it's honestly pretty familiar just ripping in first gear. And the first bike I started clutching up on was a Gixxer 250, so when I was ripping around on that little baby, honestly, it just felt normal. That's just what I was used to. But I know ripping up in fucking first gears, real touchy. I just can't. I wish I could just fucking do it in third. I don't have the skill. I rely on the bike's power most of the time, to be honest. Here, I'm about to move the camera, honestly. I'm gonna switch it where it's looking at me. Cause why the fuck not? Crank that shit on there. Crank that soldier boy. Fucking make sure that bitch don't move. Alright, hold on tight. I'm about to move you. Don't worry. I won't drop you. Yeah, see? Look, you're fine. Wasn't a big deal. Now you're in a new spot. Sitting pretty. Oh, I hate when that happens. Alright, we'll fix that. There we go. Like nothing even happened. My fucking glasses started fogging up. Couldn't see shit for a second there. Man, I'm just not cut out for this life, honestly. Just where I come from. I come from fucking drugs, alcohol, partying, selling drugs. I got exposed to all that shit when I was like 15, dude. Maybe that's why I ride bikes now. I'm still chasing that kind of high. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny. Like, if I met 15-year-old me, I would think I wouldn't even think I'm badass. I wouldn't even think I'm cool. I'd think I'm a fucking loser. I'd be like, who's this fucking loser? Because now, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't eat fucking meat, bro. I don't consume caffeine, I don't drink soda. None of that. I haven't had soda in years. And I'm supposed to be drinking Monster, you know, like that's the whole shtick of being a biker. Drinking Monster? Yeah, that's just not me, dude. I can't relate. I just want to be healthy. It's almost like I'm making up for all the time I spent just fucking my body over. I smoked cigarettes. I'd be like, I would ask myself for a cigarette. Yo, if I as 15 met like me right now, I'd be like, yo, let me get a cigarette. You got a cig, bro? I'd be like, do you still smoke menthols? Fuck no. Fuck no, bro. I'll smoke a cigar though. I'll be like, yo, you got a cigar? Let me hit that shit. Fuck. That's so funny. Yeah, shit changes, bro. You know? Honestly, if I wasn't taken out of my home by the state, I'd probably still be a piece of shit. That was honestly, you know, at the time I hated it, of course. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to go out of this place. I honestly, it was like, nah, long story. Yeah, whatever, fuck, I'm riding. I got time. My mom, bro, she's the one that made me end up in state's custody. This woman called CPS on herself because she was so fucking high. Fucking ridiculous. So then they come and they're like, why is he not going to school? Because he's staying home getting high. Fucking bullshit, bro. Nah, it's not even bullshit. Honestly, like I said, that was the best thing that could have happened to me. So I'm honestly pretty grateful. Yeah, I got put in this group home with a couple other boys, a couple other troublemakers. And I got to see what an actual structured environment was like. I got a taste of what it's like to have parents that really care about you and want to see you do good. And I took it for granted. I didn't even realize how nice it was. If I could go back in time, I would kick my ass. If I could go back on the topic of talking to 15-year-old me, I would go back, I would kick my own ass and be like, stay the fuck there, bro. Because I got an option after like, I can't remember how long, like 3 to 6 months. I got an option. They were like, do you want to go home? Or do you want to stay here and finish college? We'll pay for college for you. And I was a dumbass. What I heard was, go home, get high, fuck your girlfriend, stay here, locked up, with rules. God, I'm so stupid, bro. I mean, I was so stupid. They should have just forced me. They should have been like, nah, you gotta stay here. God, I wish that would have happened. I don't know where I'd be. I'd be college educated, that's for sure. Nah, instead, I went home. I went home, back to a fucking trailer. White trash ass trailer. And then I had no money at all. So I started selling. I got a job. I remember I got my first job, and my paycheck, dude, I worked like a whole week or something. Paycheck was like $200, something crazy like that. Wasn't shit. Couldn't afford nothing. I was like, this ain't gonna cut it. So I bought a 1/4 ounce of weed and flipped that 1/4 ounce of weed up to a half, flipped that half to an ounce, flipped that ounce to a 1/4 pound, flipped that 1/4 pound. Man, you get it. Eventually, I got to the point where I was selling pounds. And I'll tell you, anyone who's ever been, oh shit, I gotta make this turn. Anyone who's ever been involved in drugs or the drug atmosphere, they'll know one thing that this is the smartest thing I ever did. I stayed away from every hard substance. The only thing I messed with was weed and psychedelics. So if I even found out that a person I was selling to did hard drugs or was around hard drugs enough, I'd stop talking to him. I wouldn't sell to him. I only sold to people who I knew and people that I was friends with. Like basically, if I was selling to you, then you were lucky, honestly. That was a big rule of mine, bro. I'm pretty sure that was a cop that I was just fucking next to. Yeah, I think I just passed a cop. My tags are expired. And my plate is tucked so hard. I got no mirrors. If I see lights, I'm taking off, bro. But yeah, bro, I stayed away from anybody on hard drugs. It just wasn't worth it. You're not a normal person. You're not even a person anymore when you're on substances that heavy. That's one thing about being out here in Seattle. I literally know what these people are like. I know what's going through their head. If they they got like a 15-minute mindset. If it don't serve the next 15 minutes, then they don't care about it. It's not a concern of theirs. God, listen to that bike. My baby. Yeah, bro, I see homeless people out here on the street, and I hate to say it, but half the time, more than half the time, I don't even feel sorry for them. Because I know they are exactly where they want to be. They don't want to pay bills. They think they figured out the system. That's what they think, bro. They think they got one up on the system. They're like, oh yeah, I don't pay rent. I had a homeless woman literally say that to me the other day. She was like, yeah, well, you pay rent. Man, fucking crazy. Crazy work, dude. I'm just grateful I made it out of that, because when I see some of those people, I just think to myself, like, damn, that could have been me. It just reminds me of people in my hometown. I'm like, damn, I know people that are doing exactly what you're doing. Actually, used to. A lot of them have either died from OD or they fucking killed themselves. I'll be straight up. My hometown, there's so much poverty, bro. There's so little money. Minimum wage is still like $8, $9 or something like that. And I mean, it's pretty cost effective living out there, but it's not enough. It's like, I moved across the country. I moved over here to Washington. I come from West Virginia, bro. Big Dub V. Mountain Mama, I fucking hate that song. I come from coal miners. Nothing but poor folk. So moving all the way over here to Seattle, moving to Washington, it's like, Seattle is one of the highest paying cities in the United States. I think it's like number 2 at the current moment. And it almost feels the same. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the way the system is set up as a person at the bottom, you just cannot get ahead. The system won't allow it. I probably sound fucking crazy. I mean, I know if I just shut the fuck up and learned a trade or went to school or some shit like that, I'd probably be fine, but that's actually my plan. I didn't have parents really. I just had, my mom was like my friend, and your parents shouldn't be your friends when you're a kid. You should be afraid of your parents to a certain degree. People don't want to hear that though. The world is scary. And if your parents are trying to scare you, they're doing it out of love. I would rather, looking back, obviously, like 2020 hindsight, looking back, I would so much rather my parents be way more strict than just let me do whatever the fuck I want. I can't say my parents. My dad was he was a piece of shit. But my dad passed away. He died when I was 14. I had to pick his body up off the floor. Pretty heavy shit, but I don't, that's just what people tell me. They're like, damn, that's crazy. And I'm just like, what? I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it feels normal to me. I don't know, bro. I guess whenever you go through enough, some things just don't bother you that much anymore. He used to beat the fuck out of me. He used to beat the brakes off of me. Because he was fucked up in the head. My dad was fucked up in the head. He wasn't right. So anytime I didn't do something right, my ass was grass. I can't count how many times I was hit with a belt, or even punched, or shoved, or kicked. I don't really remember it. My brain won't even let me remember it. But I guess it's like a trauma response. It's like where I crashed my bike. I can't remember when I crashed my bike. The 2 times I've crashed, I don't remember them at all. I just remember, first crash, I just remember being in I wake up in the helicopter basically. That's when I started coming to. And that was like 6 or 8 hours after the crash happened. Something like that. I'd have to ask a friend of mine. I just got told I was waiting in this hospital for a long time. But yeah, man. My mom, she just went off the deep end after that. I remember my dad made my mom quit cigarettes, but after he died, she got a bunch of money and spent it all on alcohol and weed and probably drugs. There was a time whenever I was like interested in trying substances. Like, I guess everyone is at some point in their life. Like, they want to just try everything. I wanted to try everything. But I had an experience abusing cough and cold medicine. Only real OGs will know what this shit is. It's called Coricidin, triple C's. That's what they called it. I had a week turn into 3 fucking days. Or 3 days turn into a week, I'm sorry. I was apparently at this house getting fucked up off this substance. Just eating these pills. Apparently, I thought I was only there for a weekend, and I was there for a whole ass week. Where the fuck was my mom? That's crazy. She's the one that brought me there. But yeah, after I did that, the come down from that shit was horrible. It legit made me feel so goddamn terrible. And I've struggled with depression for a long time, so whenever that come down hit me, and I realized how depressed it was making me, I just didn't want to deal with it. I was like, nah, I can't do this. So eventually, every single time I was thinking about doing a substance, I would do a bunch of research. I'd get on the computer and be like, all right, what is this? What does it do? How does it make you feel after it? The main thing I would ask, I'd be like, what's the come down like? I'd be like, what's it like whenever you get off the drug? Yeah, bro. After that, I stayed away from everything. I was like, after that, after Coricidin died off a little bit, everybody started getting real hype on like literally just drinking Robitussin. And I was like, that's when I stopped. That's when I stepped away. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I was like, I'm good. Those motherfuckers, they were the people I was hanging out with, bro. That's what I'm saying. They were just like these homeless people out here on the street. So I don't feel bad for them. I know they think they got it figured out, and honestly, to a certain degree, they might. Especially in a city like this, bro. You don't pay for nothing. People literally provide you with food. They provide you with everything. They'll hook you up with everything: blankets, food, water. They give you drugs. They'll give you needles. They give them everything they need to keep getting high and keep themselves on the street. I read something somewhere that some cities, they have all these tax programs that some politicians run, so they honestly get paid for homeless people being on the street by having a certain number of homeless people. And that makes sense to me. I don't know if it's true, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. It makes sense. Because it seems like you should prioritize not having homeless people on the streets. If you like run a city, or if you're like a politician, if you're like a mayor or something like that, it seems like something you would want to get on top of, like, honestly. And bro, here in Seattle, bro, with the World Cup coming into town, they have the means. I literally watch the streets get cleaned, bro. They will kick all the homeless people off the street. They'll move them somewhere else. So they have the means to solve the problem. They have the means to do it. It's just about, I think it's about them getting paid for it. If there was an incentive for them to get the homeless people off the street, I feel like it would happen. But you know how it is. They're already making so much money. That's just what I think. I don't know. I'm not educated. I don't know any better. I got taken out of my home for truancy. Remember that? I didn't go to school. I got my GED though. Yeah, boy. Oh shit. That BMW just creeped up on me, bro. I just want to get away from all this, dude. I want to get away from all of this. I've been really thinking about like camper life, like van life. I can't afford no RV, so what I'd probably do is I think the dream is honestly a school bus. Hey, yeah, watch it. Thanks, bro. What the fuck are you doing? That's crazy. They just pulling out in the middle of the street. They almost got me hit. That's crazy. Thank God that person was paying attention. I'm grateful. I don't know, man. I'm just tired. Oh, shit. That screw fell out. I gotta zip tie this shit now. Bro, I'm probably missing a couple screws. What if my fairings are they all still there? Those three are. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, all three of my fairing bolts are still on. I'm getting blinded. I feel bad, bro. To a certain degree. I mean, I hate that I hate on homeless people and shit, but I just know what's up. Hey, yo. I let them know I'm gonna cut in front of them. I love this bike. Oh, I see something up there. What is that? A little Gixxer? He's one of those faggots that won't even look, bro. I hate people like that, bro. Just look. Just wave. Just say what's up. We're on two wheels, bro. You're supposed to be cool. Yeah, a bunch of haters, bro. By the way, that wheelie back there was AI. That wasn't really me. I'm just really good at editing. That's all it is. That was fake. Those are not the wheelies you are looking for. That wasn't even a wheelie, bro. I was just chasing. My clutch slipped. I'm sorry, officer. My clutch slipped. My bad. My bad, sir. I'm new to riding. This is my first time riding. Hey, let's go. I know that guy. Oh, bro, them boys was fucking dropping back. Yo, I just saw 2 dirt bikes fucking ripping by doing wheelies. That's lit. I would pull up, but I'm too embarrassed, bro. I can't fucking clutch up like that. I just spent like 20 minutes at the lot earlier just trying to clutch up. I mean, I wasn't trying. I mean, I was doing pretty good. I mean, at least I was at the lot and not doing it in the streets, but holy shit, bro. I think it's called, I think what they call it is like worming. I start fucking, like whenever I get close to balance point, my shit just starts swerving, but not in a good way. Yeah, it gets real sus. I could probably like lower the PSI on my rear tire and it would help, but I'm running out of tread on this bitch, so honestly having a little bit of extra pressure like I got right now ain't that bad of a thing. I think I know if I lower it, it's gonna eat up my tire a lot more. I'm not showing wire just yet, but it's getting there. It is indeed getting there. Well, that was a nice ride home. I don't do this shit pretty often. I might keep doing it. I don't know. This is my first video, so don't expect it to be good. If you like the content, if you like hearing me yap, you like seeing me ride the bike, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you ever did drugs when you were younger. I want to hear about it. Tell me in the comments. Tell me if you got any experience dealing with the homeless folks. Or tell me if you think, I'm tripping. Call me out. Shit. I want to hear it. Everybody got to struggle, you know? I'll end this with one good quote, honestly. The other day I heard this saying. It was like a week or 2 ago, but I heard this saying. This morning, I opened 2 gifts. And they were my eyes.